Let me start with this. Proverbs 18th chapter, verse 22. I'm going to read to you the New Century Version. And it says right here, it says, when a man finds a wife, finds Ruth. When a man finds, a man will never find ruthless. Not a real man of God. Not Boaz. But when Boaz finds a wife, not Dorothy, who's chasing all the dogs and been running in all the alleys, being in everybody's yard. But when a man finds a wife, he finds something good. So in the pursuit of listening to your heart, in the pursuit of hearing God, in the pursuit of God saying, there she is, check her out. When a man finds a wife, and finds men, you have to be looking for a wife. Men that are sold out for God, don't have no little excuse. Well, Pastor, I just need somebody to watch some movies with me every now and then. Why are you wasting time with someone occupying where Ruth is supposed to sit? Well, Pastor, it takes some time. You've been dating her for 10 years. Don't you know that she's not Ruth? Don't you know that she's not a wife? Everything about her, except for intimacy, irritates you to no end. But you're trying to convince yourself that this is my wife. Come on, men. Be real. If anybody should have the ability to walk away, you, single brother, should be able to walk away. I'm trying to help. They all quiet in here, but that's fine because I'm going to preach anyway. It said, when he finds a wife, well, what's that? A companion, a helpmate, the other half. I like that. So you're saying, Pastor, if she's the other half, then you're right. You're not whole until you find your other half. So, meaning you're only experiencing half of the blessing, half of the blissness, half of the happiness until, brother man, you find your wife. Wife, partner, in everything you do, partner. He finds something good. Now, it shows that the Lord is pleased with him. So you want to make God happy? Unless you have the gift of celibacy. If you have that gift, then by all means, go for it. Be by yourself. Rest of the life, you and Jesus. But if you don't have that gift, then you need to get serious about your soul. Now, so how do you know, Pastor, if she's rude? Because I know the question is still being asked. I didn't just lay down enough to keep you for 5 years to know that you with the wrong woman. That if they come up in your face and she the wrong woman, you will be able to smell the stankness in her spirit. But some are still asking, but how do you know, Pastor? How do you know if she's rude? Good question. I'm glad you asked. This is what I say. Oh, you'll know. Because she will have virtue written all over her. Meaning she illuminates moral and ethical principles. And if you're not sure even on that note, guess what? Then there's a 17-point checklist starting in Proverbs 31 and 10. 17 points where you should be able to check it off. That's her. That's her. That's her. Not. No, she's not rude. So fellas, don't be naive. Can I tell y'all what Paul says about naive? Look in 2 Timothy, the 3rd chapter, starting at verse 1. I'm going to give you the Message version because I think it makes it a little bit more clear to you. 2 Timothy, Paul gives us fair warning here. It says, don't be naive. There are difficult times ahead. As the end approaches, people are going to be self-absorbed, money-hungry, self-promoting, stuck up, profane, contemptuous of parents, meaning they're going to be disobedient to their parents. They're going to be crude. They're going to be coarse. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog type of person. They're going to be unbending, slanderers, impulsively wild, savage. They're going to be cynical, treacherous. Oh, here she is. Ruthless, blotted, windbags, addicted to lust, and allergic to God. But look at verse 5. Look at verse 5. He said, they'll make a show of religion. But behind the scenes, they're animals. That's why you even have to be careful, even with some of the church girls. They singing hallelujah on Sunday. You go home, you be in one of them chairs hanging from the ceiling. So it said, stay clear of these people. Look at verse 6. These are the kind of people who smooth talk themselves into homes of unstable and needy women. That's why you have to pray to God to give you strength to get over that last knucklehead, that last dude, the dude that you still allowed to have your heart, have your mind. You can't even move forward because you're constantly slipping back. You can't even position yourself to be discovered by a real man of God because you're still tripping on somebody that's not saved, that's in the world, who mistreated you, perhaps even beat you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and financially. Financially, he took your money. He didn't even have to work because you worked for him. He said, homes of a needy women, and take advantage of them. Women who, depressed by their sinfulness, take up with every new religion fad that calls itself truth. Women like that, they don't want to be around sound doctrine because the enemy have convinced them that you are what you are and this is how you gonna be. So anything that goes against what the enemy is whispering in their ear, then guess what? They don't want to hear it. So verse 7 said they get exploited. They get exploited every time and never really learn. So, y'all didn't get, let me give you a little illustration real quick. I need to give you an illustration real quick, especially for the ladies. First of all, this is the secret to getting married, ladies. If you keep the shop closed, then he'll eventually want to leave, which that lets you know that he's not Boaz, or he's going to want to buy the whole shop. But if you open the shop and keep the shop open, then why do he need to buy the shop? Y'all messing with me. This is how it is. This is you. It's ironic. Yeah. Even though you are focused, you are spiritually driven to be all you can be. You're taking care of yourself. You are minding your own business. There's going to be some people that's going to come along and try to get into your package. They're gonna discover that, guess what? God has you protected. And even though at work they're gonna be trying to get to you, and you saying no, they saying, let me get a piece of that cookie. If you stay focused, God has the rightful owner of your heart waiting for you if you stay focused. But now, on the other hand, for those of you who you're not focused, you're gonna seek them out, number one. They're going to take what they're going to get, and they're going to be on about their business. They're going to take what you offer them, and sometimes it's going to be hard. But guess what? Just like he just said, I got a piece of it. Then it's going to be that one you think is the right one, but you didn't go about the process right. Then it's going to be that greedy one. He's going to come over on Mondays and Wednesdays. In the meantime, you're becoming more and more empty. And then you got one that's, he knows that your self-worth has been just walked on. And he may even appear to be the one, but he's not quite right. He's in church, but he know he don't have any business tampering with the cookies. But due to the fact that you're not saved and you just is messed up emotionally, you find yourself pushing yourself on him, and he takes the rest of you. What's the package? Just the cookie. And then you wonder why you left with crumbs. You have given yourself to the point that seemingly they've taken everything. You have given your cookies that represent your mind, your cookies that represent your heart, your cookies that represent your finance, your cookies that represent your soul. But all thanks be to God that we serve a God who is able to recycle you. Thanks be to God through everything that you've been through because you didn't know the Lord. Thanks be to God when the world thought that all you had left was crumbs. God said, give me a chance. I will create in you a clean heart. I will renew in you the right spirit. I will restore upon you the joy of your salvation. So on today, I challenge you today to give your life back to God. Let God reseal it. Then God will give you double for your trouble. You'll come out of the situation with double stuff. Then God will position you. He'll position you for your true Boaz. Were you blessed today?